school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Garoppolo now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 31 yards there to 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling up. This is caught inside the 15. Come on, bring it, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 45 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. 25-yard back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet, try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A beautiful fake. Again with a juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, it's Gurley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan eluded. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
25-yard line.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. Julio Jones all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
We
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This will be taken at the 10. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
The 29-yard line.
Oh, nice move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Is no good.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It
You had to say it too?
One there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
He's tackled.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
And a big loss, Haley. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons add on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
30, 49.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think just...
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.